Yes, so my correct people, how you guys doing? You're welcome back again to my channel. Yes, so I love you guys so much. Happy beautiful Sunday to you all. My correct people, this one we just received this gist. Now say I will come here and also download it as I dey hear am as they go woto. Like this in celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Kabiyesi on the throne of the great Ile-Ife kingdom, they said that, hey, the celebration is celebration galore. Like, it did not just end yesterday. Oh. They said continuation. You know, say, after all the celebration, you have to go to church and say, Adupe, oh, thank God, oh, thank you, Jesus, for bringing us this far. Yes, so, like, today in church, they said, Kabiyesi went to his church in Ile-Ife. Yes, so, in Anglican church, we know that is where he fellowship, that is his, paternal church, okay? And they said they went there for celebration. This celebration, they say, come and see, oh, come and see. In fact, after the whole celebration in Ile-Ife, like, come and see the way everybody were there dancing, celebrating. In fact, you need to see the prayer they pray for Kabiyesi for this 10 years of his reign, that more grace, more power, more strength, more wisdom to rule the people. Of course, Kabiyesi need that prayer. Abeg, make I also tell una, if una dey pray una own special closer way, let us also put Kabiyesi in our private prayers, because truth be told, he needs our prayer. Nobody is perfect. Yes, no one is perfect. That is why he needs our prayer. Queen Naomi needs our prayer, so that they will be able to have that wisdom, that uncommon wisdom, to rule his people and to stay strong, to guide and, direct his people to the right direction. And also we need to pray for Queen Naomi as well, and also pray for them to come back together, because that is what all of us has been waiting for patiently, to see that Queen Naomi return back to her position. Okay, even though we know that she has taken her position back in, overseeing some of the palace runnings, but we need her to be there in person, to go and sit on that seat that is rightly meant for her. Okay, because as far as we know, Kabiyesi has not really, I don't think that they said Kabiyesi has collected the bride price or stuff like that. So it means that there's still much opportunity. The door is still very open for Queen Naomi to return back to the palace. Yes, that is if all what we are hearing is the truth. Okay, now they say today's service was packed with so many testimony. Kabiyesi was just going on and on and on and on, sharing his testimony. And the one that touches everybody was the part where he was talking about Queen Naomi. How Queen Naomi changed the narrative when Queen Naomi came into power with him, when he brought Queen Naomi into the kingdom, into the palace. In fact, he said one thing, that that before he got married to Queen Naomi, a prophecy came that there will be a woman, this special one, this woman, like they were just talking about this special woman, this one. He said he was just thinking, this woman, who, like, he was thinking that it would be one kind of matured, one kind, that was what he was thinking, because the way they were saying woman, he never knew that it would be an innocent, young, beautiful damsel that his ancestor even prepared for him. That they said when he got married to this woman, that everything about this palace would change, that the narrative would change, the story would change, everything would turn around for good, that would be the beginning of his expansion, and of his, like the reign, his kingdom will be known worldwide, all over the globe. That it is when that woman come into that power, it is when that woman come into the palace, that is when this thing will change. But he was just like, well, they have said it, I believe it, waiting patiently. Okay, now he now started marrying these women. This one will come and go, this one will come and go. He was like, where the prophecy dey now? I never understand, until he came across Queen Naomi. He now got married to Queen Naomi. You know why Queen Naomi's case was evil to him? He didn't even see Queen Naomi as, maybe at first, at the initial stage when he started approaching Queen Naomi. Why I didn't think it that maybe she might be the one was the father. One, she was very young. And aside from the father, she was very young. She was not already too educated. You understand? Because there are some prophecy you hear, you now be thinking of one person when go Queen's College, like go to Harvard University or from a very wealthy home, all those kind of thing, or one kind celebrity. You was thinking maybe it's one kind celebrity that will be the one to announce it, because obviously it is when you associate with these people that you just see your name flying everywhere. But he never even knew that it was Queen Naomi that would bring this, change this narrative for him. That he never knew that it was even Queen Naomi that carried this prophecy. He just saw her, he liked her, and he went for her. And gradually, of course, it wasn't easy at first, but along the line, she now accepted, and that was how they got married. Just for him to was like, he was now wondering the way she was doing her thing and all those things. Before you know, people started coming to, they started granting interviews. People were coming, media house, different people to come and interview them. How is the Queen Naomi managed to get her way into the palace, a prophetess? What business does a prophetess have? This thing now attracted so many people to the palace. That was when he began to realize that, oh, this is the prophecies. This is what is to come. But prophecy will not tell you exactly the way it will come, but they will just tell you, what is to come. So that was the beginning of his transformation. That was the beginning of his announcement. That was how the narrative changed in the palace, and is still changing even up to tomorrow, because he has seen it that anywhere he goes to, some people will just meet him and say, Kabiyesi, we used to hear a lot of you, Queen Naomi and all that. Some people don't even know that Queen Naomi is not in the palace. Some still believe that Queen Naomi is still there, like they are still working hand in hand, not knowing that Queen Naomi is out there. That, in fact, what else can he say? That his testimony is massive. His testimony is much. That is too much that if you want to start talking, time go, they go dark, they go break. Because why? The testimony gone. My correct people, no be smart, If you have been watching and you have not subscribed, subscription is free. Yes, it's totally free. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so whenever I drop my videos, you get notified. Share so others will learn one or two, and come on the comments and drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist, and also give this video a thumbs up. But don't forget as well that all these are all alleged stories. They are not for sound information, because as we get the gist on the street of social media, we also come and relate it with you guys. So my correct people, it's not a small matter. They said Kabiyesi was just going on and on and on, giving his testimony. So the part of that testimony that was really, got people so emotional, and were people that don't even really know details of how all of a sudden he's everywhere, people talk about him and all that. That was when they were like, oh, no wonder, no wonder. So this is it. Of course, people know about the Ooni of Ife even before he became the Ooni of Ife, right? But the popularity, the almost people that don't know anything, all of a sudden now, their awareness is much. Like, you cannot talk about a monarch in Africa without mentioning him first. Like, he's the number one when it comes to the whole of Africa. If we even notice recently, he went to Astana, where he went to represent the whole of Africa. Why is he the one to represent? Because of who he is, because people have known him all over the globe, and they decide to bring him in because, one, he's not just a king, but he's also a businessman. Yes, he's a businessman to the core. So that is why the people became so like this thing now attract people to him, that they started asking, how do you do it? You are a businessman, you are a king. How do you manage it all together? And that was how people started coming to him. And before you knew it, they gave him they sent the invitation that he should come and represent the whole of Africa. You know what that means? It's not a small person that they will invite like that to represent Africa. We have our politicians there. We have business moguls. But yet, he is the one they invited, because they have seen his antecedent. They have seen how far, within this shortest time, how much he has achieved, and much that is still going to achieve. So you see the good things that has been happening. And of course, he say he cannot mention all these things, without mentioning Queen Naomi, because the truth be told, the story changed the very first day Queen Naomi stepped her foot into the palace. My correct people, if all what we are hearing is the truth, then Queen Naomi deserve our appreciation and deserve our prayers as well. Because why? It's not easy when you have this one woman that you love, that you cherish, that you know that her glory is making way for you. Of course, you cannot pretend, because at the end of the day, even though other Oloris were there, but he has to just say the way it is according to what we heard, my people. So my correct people, they said today church in Anglican church in Ile-Ife was filled with people, filled with celebration. And in fact, this testimony was a one testimony that everybody will go home with how he talked about Queen Naomi changing the narrative and everything in the palace. My correct people, is not a smart, I will still come your way again and also tell you the side of Queen Naomi, what she also did today in her church. In fact, today is just celebration, 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 and testimony galore. Yes, so my correct people, till I come your way again, okay? Have a beautiful day and stay blessed, stay protected as always. Bye for now. Thank you so much.